Okay, so both of my cameramen ditched me today and can't film me today. I guess I'm not paying them enough. But anyways, I have to figure out how to do this on my own, so bear with me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my AM and PM skincare routine. Somebody asked for this actually, but there was only one person, so hopefully somebody else will want to watch this. I'm not sure. And since this is a skincare routine video, I thought it would be appropriate to film it without makeup. So, but I did my brows. I have to report that I did my brows. I think I'm going to call this video my boring and simple routine, because that's what it really is. It's boring and it's simple. Yeah, simple, boring, very minimalistic. I don't have a lot of products to show you, but you know, bottom line is that's the way it should be. That's what dermatologists recommend. Now, of course, skincare changes very often. Not just for me, I think for everyone. We constantly change the products that we're using. So I assume that in the future, my skincare will change. And I guess it will be fun to look back at this video and see what I was using at this point of time. Because I'm sure that a lot of things will change as I keep exploring the skincare world. Now, I do have a little disclaimer before I start. Because I don't have any skin concerns that I'm treating at the moment, my skincare is based on cleansing, hydration, and protection. That's it. I was using retinaldehyde up until recently, but because the sun is becoming really strong and UV radiation is through the roof, I don't want to continue using retinaldehyde throughout the summer because it is going to make my skin even more sensitive to sunlight, so I don't want to mess around with that. I'm making a break from retinaldehyde and I will get back to it in the fall. So that's why my skincare routine right now is based on 3 things: cleansing, hydration, and protection. That's it. Now that might not be the case for you, and that's okay. Don't worry. That's totally fine. We all have different skin types. We all have different skin concerns, and we should all have adjusted skincare routines to address our skin's needs. So in case you do use more products or you do have some other skin concerns that you're not sure how to treat, don't copy my skincare routine. You know, don't compare yourself to me. Just go seek some advice from your dermatologist and figure out the best skincare routine for you. Now, without further ado, let's start with my morning skincare routine. Okay, so here is my morning routine. This is me looking crazy in the morning. Hi there! Yeah, both of my cameramen ditched me, as I said already, so this is the frame, the best frame that I got for you. Sorry. Yeah, so you will have to look at my robe right here and my colorful pajama pants. So anyways, this is what I do in the morning. I just brush my teeth, and I wanted to include this just so that people don't come for me in the internet like, why are you not brushing your teeth or something like that, because I know that that has happened to other YouTubers, I guess. And step 2 is just splashing my face with some water, but not using a cleanser. I just splash my face with some water to get rid of the eye discharge that collects in the inner corners of your eyes, and that's it. After that, I just towel dry my face and I get right into the skincare part. And this is the protection part that I was talking about. I go straight in with sunscreen. Now, this is the Shaka Fluid by La Roche-Posay, and this one I use as an eye cream because this one can be used around the eye area and it does not sting, and it also has really high UVA and UV protection, so I love it because of that. I do have a separated review on La Roche-Posay Shaka Fluid. If you want, you can check it out. So the only con about using this sunscreen as an eye cream is that it's not the best makeup base, if I can say so. Concealer will crease, and yeah, maybe the eyeshadow will not look the same as with the primer, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, next up I have this La Roche-Posay Invisible Spray, and this one I use as a face sunscreen. This one can be used both on face and on the body, and I use it just for my face because it has the same protection as the La Roche-Posay Shaka Fluid. And by the way, I compare them in a video, so you can check out that video video if you want to see the exact differences between them. So as you can see, it really moisturizes my face well, and it does give me an intense glow, which I don't mind actually because I do have dry skin. But I just want to emphasize here that I do not use any moisturizers during the day because I don't want them interfering with sunscreen and lowering the protection of the sunscreen, because that can happen actually. In case you need to use a moisturizer with your sunscreen, then you can go watch this video. I tried explaining what is better to apply first in this video. And yeah, I pretty much avoid this whole problem by just not using a moisturizer with my sunscreen. And as you can see, not only that this sunscreen is moisturizing enough for me, but it can sometimes be too much if it's warm outside. And in those situations, I do use a mattifying sunscreen on top of it. I use this Vichy Ideal Soleil Mattifying Dry Touch Face Fluid. Now, this is a mattifying sunscreen, and it's going to be great for anyone who has oily skin. And yes, of course, I do have a review on this one as well. If you want, you can check it out. And this one, when I apply this one on top of La Roche, it mattifies my face and still keeps the natural glow, but it's not overly shiny. And that's it. I don't use a moisturizer during the day. I just use sunscreen. And that would be my morning skincare routine. It's just a splash of water and sunscreen pretty much. Okay, now let's move on to my PM nighttime routine. Now, first of all, we have to remove all the layers of the sunscreen that I have applied during the day. So for that, I use this oil cleanser, and this is a new oil cleanser. I have just started using it, so I can't recommend it yet. But yeah, it cannot be applied around the eye area, so that's a bit of a problem for me, to be honest, because I really like dissolving the eye makeup with an oil cleanser. But yeah, this one I could not use for that. So yeah, I'm just removing the oil cleanser with a wet towel afterwards. I saw this from Lisa Eldridge, and I find that this is a great idea, great thing to do, because I can never rinse the oil cleanser with just water. There's always something left on my skin. So I find that this wet towel or wet piece of cloth works really well. It just removes everything properly. And after this, as a step 2, I use this Avène Cold Cream Scented Bar to double cleanse, of course. And I get rid of everything. So this is my double cleansing routine, just to make sure that I remove all of the sunscreen properly. Here I realized that oil cleanser, I couldn't use it around the eye area, so instead I use this Avène micellar water to remove the sunscreen from around the eye area. But it's definitely better if you have an oil cleanser that you can use around the eye area, or yeah, something that is good for removing waterproof makeups. I sometimes do use the Garnier micellar water. I will put the links down below in the description box. After this, as I said, I am focused on hydrating my skin. So for that, I use this ordinary hyaluronic acid serum, 2% hyaluronic acid with B5 vitamin. And yes, I happen to have a review on this serum as well. You can check it out on my channel, of course. And yeah, I just apply the serum to the wet face, and this is where I focus on hydration and moisturization of my skin. So I focus on that in the evening, and in the morning, I just apply sunscreen, as you saw already. Now, this is the moisturizer that I use. This is the 5% Dexpanthenol cream that I really love. It has occlusives in there, and it does not have fragrance, which suits my skin really well at the moment. And I couldn't find an Amazon link for this one, so sorry about that. I guess it's just sold in Serbia. And by the way, I totally forgot to apply the eye cream. This is why I came back to apply the eye cream in front of the camera. This is the eye cream that I'm currently using. This is the L'Oreal Hyaluron Specialist eye cream. But this isn't my fave, and I'm not yet recommending it because I'm just testing it, because I'm planning to do a review on it. So if you're interested in my opinion on this, then you will just have to wait for the review. And yeah, that would be it. That would be my nighttime skincare routine. Let me know how much should I start paying Lenka for filming me. Like, one chocolate is not enough apparently anymore. So yeah, bottom line is hydration and sun protection, of course, and cleansing. But in the morning, I don't do cleansing because there's just no need to do so, because my skin is dry. So cleansing twice a day, I think, would overly dry out my skin. So that's not necessary for me. So yeah, as I said, hydration and sun protection. I did all the hydration in the evening, and in the morning, I just focus on the sun protection. And I avoid using serums during the day because because I don't want anything to interfere with my sunscreens, and I don't want anything to lower the sun protection of these products, which can happen, by the way, if you mix it with a moisturizer. So that's why I avoid using other stuff with sunscreen. And by the way, these sunscreens are moisturizing enough for me on their own, so I don't actually need a moisturizer. In case you have to use a moisturizer with your sunscreen for whatever reason, go watch this video for more clarification on what you should apply first. So go watch that video. But yeah, anyways, I just avoid that whole problem of moisturizer interfering with sunscreen by not using moisturizer during the day and not even using any serums during the day. So yeah, skincare routines change pretty often, so I guess it will be fun to look at this in a couple months and seeing how many things I have changed in my routine. So yeah, that will be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!